for one thus far as the drone coming in over the top, looking to try to get the spot out. Wall going to be sent. Patrick over Richards, heating up over the top, ends up just getting dropped.
Deploying drone.
You just got K-Knight trying to maybe play for a timing here on the drone, but just cannot close that gap. They've been held to pay. They're going to have to assess if they can rewrap across towards that B site or if they have to just go for a save.
They've got a little bit of info with that Cypher cam. They're going to try to work towards that part of the map, but Team Liquid's going to use that opportunity, take a little bit more space, make sure that A is cleared out. And there's the neural theft. So Serial gonna know for sure.
There's the trip. We cleared Cam as well, getting the dart. Slows him up for a little bit longer as the market door broken open.
30
the
seconds.
lion's share of weight here on his shoulders. Gets the damage across, and oh, Keiko just straights into the headshot. Serial though, trying to be the hero. He gets it done. The 1-2 punch. Team Liquid now up 3-1.
He is having a whale of a time here on Sunset on the Cypher. Serial so ready. This is just a great round for Patty Tech. Making up for some of the wrongs maybe on Haven. He's had a really nice start. Able to take down YZ. YZ was ready for him to be on site. The crosshair's almost in the right spot, but Patty Tech was just a step faster. And that slowed down BLG's hit. And that really opened things up for Team Liquid because they're able to get their forces over. YZ thinking about B, not being subtle about this. It's a weaker buy now.
Strafing out into the open. Making it very easy for Camo to go ahead and collect that elimination.
I'm out of here.
That just very much brings a halt to any kind of pacey hit that BLG was looking for.
And they've really wanted to see if they could find openings at the front of B early. Team Liquid so well prepared for anything like that. They have shut it down every time. Now you got to try the other side of the map. Knife there. Clear the corners. Penny though.
Enough to go ahead and get some interest in a rotate.
For sure. But this is BLG. You never know when they're just kind of setting up for a fake on the other side of the map.
That Cam tells all, why is he still swinging out? There's a firing squad waiting for him as Camo collects another elimination, and now, I mean, they're just worlds apart. K-Knight
30 seconds left.
gonna try to escape, but Levy is trying to clear back sight over towards Alley. He's just dead to rights. TP4 Neff reading this well, but can he get the jump is going to be the question. Spots him out, lines up ahead. Does manage to find that K-Knight at the same time. Gets a shot there on a Serial just at Market Door. Spike gonna be playing a hell of a lot of damage off the overdrive there. Camo finds himself a 3K. K-Knight is not gonna be able to get it done. Dead on the swing. Team Liquid with the defuse, now up by 3.
I think you got to be thinking about an early timeout here for Billy. Just kind of some odd decisions, trying to take some of these hero play battles, these isolated battles.
One enemy remaining.
And you know, Billy, I didn't see them doing this a ton in their region. But here today, with how scrappy things have been against Team Liquid, some of these unusual agent compositions they're running against, seems to have thrown them off a little bit with their mental. And yeah, absolutely, you've got to right the ship here. At the very least, you
here top mid. Won't get too much of a glimpse in towards Tiles though before that smoke blooms. Recon cleared, just a slow drift forward here. Neff and YZ ready to try to pop flash, send it out through the smoke. Now we're gonna get caught there, but Kiko still able to find one as YZ gets taken down.
Take flight.
On the trade, Null Command now pops as they storm their way forward onto the A side. Penny trying to hold the corner here. Slides back in towards the alley. Fights up against K-Knight, gets some damage in, but cannot confirm the kill. Player advantage now. Spike gets ready to come through, but Team Liquid in position to try to go for a flood retake. The fragment will delay.
Spike planted.
And Camo has to win this battle. Oh, and he cannot. K-Knight's got him.
He was looking back over towards main. Getting taken down. Serial flushed down. K-Knight coming alive here. 3K for the Sova. Looking for a little bit more, but it's going to be enough to go ahead and close it out. Billy find their second round win in fairly clean fashion.
But it's them playing together here. Even though they push up through top mid and try to reroute over towards A, It's a 3-2 split. They're clearing a lot of space at the front of A. It's really just push through, and immediately there for the trade is Neff. That's the kind of thing Billy should be doing more of. And just holding their angles nicely. K-Knight having a really solid round there. And they needed that. They needed that big time.
Absolutely do. Now they're going to look to kind of up the pace here. Just around the corner. Haditech getting an immense amount of damage there from the overdrive is okay. YZ pulled into the gulag. Swing around the corner. Clears it. Gets the headshot. Knocks Kiko out of the park. The last player that you wanted to grab up with that ultimate.
I was just about to say it.
YZ. He's good for it. Now tucked in here behind the box. Swing from Neff about to come through. Relay bolts sent flying. YZ now ready to strike. Tucks back in. Covering fire is there.
Beautiful.
Neff bails him out, and Paddytech can only find one more kill. Stops it from being a flawless, but Billy, last 2 rounds, looking worlds different from the start of this map.
Yeah, the back and forth here. The team play between YZ and Neff, so good. YZ is absolutely ridiculously talented. And Neff there playing this so nicely to back up his duelist. K-Knight again, good on those off angles. Making sure that everything is under control. Still have a Hunter's Fury here for K-Knight. Levius has a Neural Theft. Paddytech has his ultimate as well. Ooh, out in the open. That's one for Camo with the Sheriff. No more found.
Hell of a shot, and now the spike is stranded. You've got this quad stacked. Lucia has to burn the ult just to go ahead and scoop up the spike.
Go, go, go.
Decent value found here for the side of Team Liquid.
And now you know.
Now in hand is Hunter's Fury. Also opened up, Paddytech getting a tag on the one. There's the kill, YZ taken down. And the final pump gets Russia to boot.
I have retrieved the spike.
Team Liquid
I must wait a moment.
looking to keep this scoreline separated.
Just incredible. The info gathered off that one Sheriff kill. They know they have to rotate back over.
On Serial. Spots him out. They know where this spike is going to end up. Plant to come through, but can they hold the line? Another weapon. 2 more now picked up at Serial. Striking first. K-Knight flushed out of market. Swing forward, gun barrel spot, but Levy is down to 1 HP. Can't do a damn thing. The 3K from Paddytech running it back. After his performance on the previous map, Liquid maintain the lead. Get themselves a MasterCard Thrifty.
This is so nice for them. That early kill, again, spike is down. You know that it has to be a reroute. And the info.
On the wall in mid.
Yep, the info from the Cypher util as well. Able to set up that Hunter's Fury. Just beautifully handled by Team Liquid. And that was a thrifty. That's brutal for Billy. It looked like they were maybe going to be able to get themselves back into this. Team Liquid answers right back.
Jump out of the corner, YZ. A lot of damage.
Oh my God.
There's the double damage as well. Pushed forward. Levy is nearly finding the timing, but still can't get the kill. Serial stays alive.
He didn't clear it.
And nothing cleared out. Both trips still intact on this B site. Levius's little adventure not really working out for him. Penny on the Jiggle Peak, just sitting out the paranoia. Forces them back away, buys a bit more time.
Let's see how aggressive Team Liquid wants to be. They know that this is going to be A now. No presence at the B site at all. This has to be explosive for Billy.
0 Point does get the reveal here onto Camo. Penny swinging out, able to strike, finding one. Kiko similarly though peeking in. Some elimination, holds down K-Knight. Russia on the swing. We'll find one. The backstab now trying to be activated here from Levius. Let's again get some damage in, but cannot confirm that kill.
30 seconds left.
Spike still on the floor here at backside. Russia swinging on the corner to find the timing. Yes, he does. Neural Step now invested. Serial getting the reveal here. They line up for him, but he cannot quite pull the trigger. 4 kills for Russia, 4 rounds for BLG. Just one separating.
Oh, that was scary for Billy. They get the trades on the way through. This time they TP Rushia up on top of the box again.
This time it works.
And this time it works, exactly. And it's because the teammates are there to back him up. The site's clear for him. So he's able to press the advantage. And he's able to regroup with Levius. That was kind of the thing that had me concerned there for a second, was Levius was completely cut off. Unorthodox.
Quick clear on the dart. Nothing going to be started. Nothing going to be found there.
But you got to be careful if YZ accelerates.
Oh, okay. Well, now you know. Why is he looking for the punish? He's able to find it up on the floor. Penny has dropped. BLG. Sight is wide open for the taking.
Just the instincts there from YZ.
How are you meant to try to retake this? The null command now as well. In your face is just nullifying everything. Kiko just managed to find one. That's the first step. The re-swing out. YZ whipping. Camo comes up with the kill. One noted a shoulder, an elbow spotted. Jiggle P confirming as Russia trying to go for the reposition there, but gets caught. TP in hand. Patatek able to put him down. He's still low on HP, but he's still fighting back. Finds that kill, leaves it out all to Neff. Ring around the rosy. Shorty v Shorty, but Neff has got the lower end of this deal, but he's just playing time. He's dancing on him. And he will get the Red Bull clutch to tie it up at 5-5.
Neff's done it again. Another big clutch for Billy when they absolutely needed this. I mean, just madness here, but this is what I was worried about off the rip, is that if you get spotted by the utility, or in this case, if you
YZ just
jiggled, you just get jiggled by YZ and then he runs at you, you're dead. You can't TP away from that. Neon's too fast. It's got them on their feet.
A couple plays away from K-Knight asking if somebody on the opposite side of the stage is okay. They are right to be.
Well, energy's not here, so.
No, they're not. Keiko staying tucked here in mid, trying to catch him off guard. Bit of an unorthodox position to play from. Toggle on the cam, only gets the spot here onto Camo. Identifying one, but this is all to try to disguise. Patatek now goes for the strike, but only gets a tiny bit of damage there onto Neff's shoulder. They lose Serial in the process. TP to check over onto the A site. Going to be spotted there. Still lingering, lurking, but not able to find the shot. Gets taken down. Camo now dead. It's Penny with this judge. Try to be the difference maker. He's forward though, and he has no idea. YZ's just outdone him in every single facet, as it's a flawless round for BLG to get to 6.
I must wait a moment.
Last round before
Now,
the switch.
BLG starting to have their finger on the pulse of this match. They're understanding the way that Team Liquid is trying to approach some of these trap plays, and they're out-dueling them now. Rushia there, waiting for a little bit of help after he gets the identification that there's a couple players setting up a crossfire. YZ is one of the trickiest Neons I've seen. He's been finding these crazy flank angles. Back to Haven, over to here now. He's so smart sometimes with the way that he plays. Just finds these openings in Team Liquid's defenses.
Slippery as Levius has him lined up here at top mid. Kiko and Patatek both gunned down. Serial now to try to hold down this B site. The Hunter Fury, however, is perfectly dialed in on him, and YZ will come away with a headshot. Pushing forward here into the smoke. Camo dead. YZ instantaneous. The overdrive pop, because why the hell not? It's the last round of the half, and Penny would have to pull off an ace clutch. Hits the paranoia, holds him off for now, but he cannot delay the inevitable. It's just going to be the one kill found. 7-5 at the half. Billy in with the lead.
What a bounce back for Billy. A good start for Liquid, but it crumbles as the half wears on.
Liquid's been good about the pistols since Haven. Scooped up those last 3. Feels like they're absolutely going to be needing that 4th and final one here as we go to the second half of this one. But for now, we'll send it away to a quick little break for halftime.
One enemy remaining.
Precisely. A 0 point over the top. Doesn't get cleared. Get a decent amount of info, but Russia able to just go ahead off the rip, find a kill. Ammo dead. Listen, that pop flash smoke does bloom. Full blind there on a Serial, but he is still able to get himself onto the site. Flush out the enemy Omen. 4v4, Patatech, 24 HP, but no real damage.
So you have a way around this?
Particularly, has to clear it out, so eyes can be set back behind him. Gun draw spotted. That's going to be a headshot through the box here as K-Knight doing an immense amount of damage. Only confirming the one kill. Field position now going to be noted. YZ is just mowing him down with a frenzy in hand. The pistol cannot be found. Billy will stretch their lead, now up 8-5.
Yeah, just stellar patience here on the retake from BLG. They make sure that they can get YZ into position before they really start committing to the fights. And Team Liquid kind of gives the script away in a few of those moments, takes some shots, kind of reveals where they're trying to hide. Ridiculous. Just free fire. And then YZ shows up to the party, and he is the life of the party for sure.
That's just a demonic pop-off.
I love it, Neff.
Such a good series overall. Smoke blooms. Not going to be able to get the spot out there on Camo's push, but market door gets shut. He's going to continue to try to swing forward, but they've given up the position. They've given the space over, so they're anticipating this aggression.
Yeah, Billy happy to try to use their weapon advantage, set up these longer range fights. Don't let some of those close range guns take you down. Those classics don't get in the right click range. A couple sheriffs though, and a ghost. So actually, a little bit of firepower here for Team Liquid, especially on Kiko on that ISO. You can find some value there. Could be all of a sudden a different round, but Team Liquid has managed to suss this out. Starting to lean towards the weak side.
Oh, that's a spot out there, playing off the one-way. Russia just mows down two. Serial and Patatech both dead. One bullet remaining in the mag, has to go ahead and go for the reload. But now go for the repeat. And that is going to be Russia coming away with 3. Billy not looking to let Liquid back into this, at least not in any kind of thrifty fashion.
Could you imagine if he swung with that one bullet and got the kill? Like,
I could imagine. We've seen crazier things.
I thought he was going to do it for a second.
He's been playing like a madman.
I mean, Billy is kind of let loose. They're unleashed. And they are thriving. They've got a 4-round lead coming into their bonus. It's only a couple Spectres, Guardian, Bulldog, Sheriff for Neff. Bit of a spot, but nothing super interesting there. Just the Sentinel identified. Liquid looking to set up an 8-hit. Gonna lead the way with the drone.
Double damage, looking for the punish here. Just running it down here is Camo, but K-Knight is there. The layers are there to back this up. Quick clear on the drone. Shock dart going to be sent. K-Knight eating a bit of damage, sees the wall. Shock of his own. Soften up the players here a bit. Ends up getting dodged. Snipe open, plant in the open as well. Spike in play. YZ once again trying to swing around from the back, but has to clear this wire.
Just trying to math away that he doesn't have to shoot it.
Oh, getting spotted.
Oh my.
Good for 1, looks for 2. Can't quite make that happen. Oblivious still there, running and gunning with that Spectre in hand, but Serial absolutely devours them. The 4K, but that is still a damn good bonus for Billy. Team Liquid, though, stopping the conversion.
I just love the proactivity that we're seeing from Billy on this defender side, getting YZ out into the open early, getting ready for these retakes, coming from a bunch of different angles, pushing. I mean, they line up for him there, but he still collects.
Just not getting the relay from YZ fast enough. And he was playing there at main. Liquid still able to scrape together for a decent purchase.
YZ's got an outlaw, though.
And he does, and everyone is vulnerable to it. Patatech already eating a bit of damage as well. Putting on the camera.
Go.
It's 3 players here on this side. Relay bolt to try to delay. Fragment try to cut off market access, and K-Knight finds both duelists. of Liquid. Kao, Keiko, both going to be taken down. Thrown now out onto the corner, gets the spot here onto Serial. Spike still in market. Swing coming through, Wisey able to find one. Serial going to be dropped. Wisey on the repeat, loses his head. But Patatech is completely contained within a corner, and it's going to be a 3-player high-low. BLG not allowing for Liquid to string together consecutive round wins in this half. They get themselves now up to 10.
They're just doing a great job delaying. Playing just enough stall. And then the reveal comes through there as well. K-Knight collects. YZ on those flank angles has been really, really impactful. So many big moments. And there, you know, I mean, you've got...
Let's see how they start this. That's a fantastic way to kick this off. As Serial, back-to-back, gorgeous headshots. Puts 2 players down on the floor. Neural Theft now getting the reveal, spotting out this attempted aggression from A.
It's
The
you
plant will
and
now
me.
come through, and Levius, there is no escape other than to fight your way through. Walls falling, Pico narrowly surviving.
And
Snaps
that's
back
the end.
through, full HP, full armor, and Russia and K-Knight just have to drift away and save. The timeout call from Liquid working a treat. Shadows traveling.
Yeah, Billy thinking they can maybe catch Team Liquid off guard. Go for a tiles hit. And it just gets shut right down. Serial has continued to be a real menace on the Cypher. Neff just caught sleeping there. Maybe wasn't expecting Serial to go for another peek, but you got a Sheriff and you're feeling it. Why not? You can throw that Neural Theft in there. Nico's got his ult. It is all good to go. Another MasterCard Thrifty here for Team Liquid. And they've cut the lead back down to 3.
And it's a flawless Thrifty at that.
Unreal.
Serial now tying alongside Risha there at the top of the board. Just such crisp shots to be found. And you just
Oh,
get
he
the
just
weapon
turned.
recovery into the Neural Theft there. Fantastic value found. Team Liquid still hanging on by a thread in this map. Still with a chance to take this series for themselves. They need 3 more to tie things up. Camo lined up there for the moment. Hunter's Fury going to be coming through. Wisey is not ready. Penny got his wide swings on him. He's able to find the kill. Neff does. They have to go ahead and pick up one, but Camo's made his way through alley. Finds Russia, gets Neff. Sight wide open. Some shots from K-Knight, but once again, you've got 2 players left standing, and BLG are going to go for the save once more.
Yeah, if you can break through those initial defenses, things just crumble for these defenders. And Rishia, again, trying to TP up on that box, and it just is a little too late. I mean, I think teams are, obviously it's been a while since we've seen this map and not respecting the speed of the Neon sometimes. We've seen it on this very moment where the Neon's coming through and you're trying to TP somewhere and the Neon's quicker.
Yeah.
I'm out
Or
of
it
here.
looks like maybe a little bit of hunting to be done.
Gotta go.
Plenty of money. Wanting to get these weapons out of hands, make this as costly for BLG as you possibly can. Double stack setup though. Levius situated on the canvas. Should be foot spotted, but K-Knight will be able to get the headshot. So Camo does get shut down.
Guys, can we do it like this? Look, put the Cypher cage here. Pop the cage. Penny.
And we'll never know what he said. We'll never find out what the rest of that strategy was.
Talking about the execute. Throw the Cypher cage, throw some util, and get on in. I mean, YZ had a chance.
They hit Wisey with a sleep dart. Wasn't ready at all for the swing on the corner.
Go, go, go.
Now he's got the op.
Shortcut.
Cut down for a Guardian.
It's not the op, but he's on the wrong side of the map to try to utilize it here. Camo caught by the tripwire. Levius is able to find one. Immediately sends out that Neural Theft. Breaks the shield of Pico, but ends up falling, so the reset comes through. Hunter's Fury going across. Neff with the fragment, able to find Pico. Patatech fighting back for one. Neff left on the floor. A 3v2. YZ now getting into position.
Oh, spike down A.
Flushed out by the shock dart. Serial once again has to try to clutch things out, but YZ will find the value.
Here.
BLG will once again keep Team Liquid back. 3 rounds separating once more. BLG 2 away from taking this series.
And this is back to some of the stuff we saw in Haven from BLG, where you leave YZ on his own with a sniper rifle and you stack the other side of the map. And Team Liquid falls right into the trap. Great util combos there to flush Kiko out. Everybody getting involved for Billy. They got Neff Salt, the Neon ult. Oh my god.
He's basically pre-firing the angle. Breaks the shield, hits the headshot. Now the null command's gonna be popped, and it seems like they have a pretty damn good idea of where Penny went with that TP. Haditech able to find one. Penny puts them down. They line up, and Penny comes up with 3.
Enemy down.
Ends up falling to the wayside. The res can come through. It's a hell of a lot faster than it used to be. Spike is planted, and Camo is here for the backstab. Neff is well tagged. That shot got him through the box.
Flash.
Down to 50 HP. Seems like the heroics of Penny.
Suppressing.
They have just been enough to go ahead and get them at least this extra round win. He's gonna try to fight this out, but they're a lot closer than he anticipated. Team Liquid not going quietly into the night.
And it's Penny again. Steps up for Liquid. It looks like this is just done and dusted. I mean, Rushia gets a free kill. It's a 3v5. And then Penny's had enough. They line up
Down.
right into his crosshairs. They get the res, and they are not ready for Camo to be back there already. Just a great timing play for Penny.
Every round is like an M. Night Shyamalan film. If you think you know where it's going, and then it just goes a completely different direction.
What a twist. Now you're on a weaker buy. You invested so much to get those operators going.
Ooh, put a pre-fire there. Some chip damage onto the Neon.
But again, Neff has his ult, and they're still going to put a rifle on him. I do find this interesting, but Neff's good enough, again, that I understand. They're just looking for any kind of info that they can get, but a repop of the smoke is going to make it hard to get any info.
Fast lane set up.
Oh my god.
Not going to get the clear here, but also not going to get them baited forward. They managed to get K-Knight into the perfect position, but Team Liquid, they make the right choice. They successfully strafe away. Pushing out. Paranoid tucks in back sight. Serial through the smoke just gets a headshot on the YZ. Maybe some noise made to try to give it away, but this Judge isn't going to find too much else other than a bit of damage.
30 seconds left.
Spike now to be planted with just this
planted.
ghost. Camo taking
Bye-bye.
point. Ooh. Taking names, finds the kill, Neff dead, and that's the other 2 players once again having to go for a save. Team Liquid, barring any deaths on the hunt, they are going to get themselves within touching distance, 1 round separating in flawless fashion.
Just what tremendous diligence being shown here by Team Liquid. A bunch of traps set up by BLG, 1 on each side of the map. And they're able to just not fall for the 1 on B, go over to A, where there's the Judge, and you put a cam right outside of the smoke that forces Rushia back. He tries to hide the Judge, switches over to Classic to clear it, and they still sniff it out. Oh boy, that's big.
That is catastrophic. Money's not really there. You can see half armors across the board as the timer gets paused, and it seems like it's going to be a timeout call here from Billy. What?
Dude, Serial is just feeling it. That is filthy.
Need an admin to check that PC. That is ridiculous. Yeah, I think it.
Kiko's got his ult. Something to be wary of for sure.
Oh, no. YZ dragged in once again. Can he get the victory? The answer is yes, he absolutely can, but now he's going to be likely at risk as he's half dragged in. No, he's just fighting right back. Serial Haditech 2 minutes to go ahead. Trade back a couple kills, but suddenly Serial left all alone. Tripwire gives the position away, swings in, spots one, and Levius is there. Close angle, shuts him down. BLG up to match point. Team Liquid need 2 in a row to get that OT.
Liquid trying to scale off the back of Kiko's ult.
I'm out of here.
It's you
But
and
they're
me.
so ready for it. And this is, again, the worst player possible.
And YZ should be in the worst position possible coming out of this, but they're just
They don't
not
look-
looking for him.
They're all just focused on Levius. And he plays it brilliantly. Hits his shots when he needs to most. And that's got YZ pumped. One more round. And BLG's got it.
Hunter's Fury, the overdrive. One away from a neural theft here for Liquid. Just YZ's ult for BLG.
Use a drone to check the front of B site here. Being left open a bit. Just the cam.
Nowhere!
There we go.
Fury going to be set down. Camo not able to find too much of anything there. Pat Attack does manage to go ahead and get a pick onto Levius, as well as a pump of damage onto Neff. Puts him to 70. It opens up the site for the spike to now be planted. Drone trying to lead out. YZ overdrive popped. Wrapping back around. Boba side. K-Knight finding one.
You
Doesn't
see it?
check the box. Kiko striking. It's only able to find the one though. YZ zaps them all to death. The defuse to come in, and that's BLG closing out the series. 13-10 on Sunset, 2-1 on the set.
What a great series to close out the first day of Masters Toronto.